Hey love bugs, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley if you're tuning in for the first time, and today we're going for a little bit of color and curl. This one comes courtesy of Nadula, and they sent over this beautiful 20-inch curly wig. I'll be doing a start to finish install straight out of the box for you guys. You'll see me using the Cantu, which is one of my favorite like simple affordable products that you can find like at the beauty supply store. You can find it at like Walmart. You can find it on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. And then I'll use a little bit of mousse for a switch up. The first style we're going to do is like a no parting look where I tweezed out the hairline. I bonded her down, although she did fit glueless. And then I added like this little micro baby hair here. That's a little hack for me to kind of help to hide that line of demarcation. So you'll definitely see what it looks like with no baby hair. You'll see what it looks like with no parting. And then you'll see what it looks like as a center part. So we have kind of like a 2-in-1 going for this one. Be sure to check out Nadula hair on your way out. I'll have a direct link to this wig and all the details, links, and everything we use in this video down below as well. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video.
Jumping right into it, let's unbox the wig. This one comes courtesy of Nadula, and as you guys can see, this is what she looks like straight out of the box. The packaging is superior, and I'll show you all the goodies towards the end of the video. But for specs, this is a 13x4 lace wig. It does include the adjustable elastic band. It's pre-plugged, and they also included baby hair. The texture is jerry curly, and it is a reddish brown custom color that is so beautiful. Here I'm showing you what the wig looks like and how to install. Super simple. I typically will attach the elastic band first and then secure the back of the wig and then pull it forward to my liking. And that is literally all I do. Now I'm just cutting off a little bit of the excess lace so that it doesn't cover my eyebrows and my face so that I can see what I'm doing. I also cut off any excess lace around the ears so that it is a custom fit to my head. Here I'm showing you the baby hair they provided and also the parting space. As I mentioned, there is 4 inches of parting space going back, so you guys can see kind of like what it would look like as a center part or a side part. From here, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of customization before we install. I'm just taking a nice sharp pair of tweezers and just going at it along the hairline. At this point, I had opted for a no part look, and it's very essential that the hairline is super gradient and plucked for the gods when you do this. Not everyone can pull off a no part kind of like a slick back or like slick to the side look, and I definitely feel like it's a lot more of a challenge than a center part, hence why I am going in and tweezing the hairline, especially if you're going to do no baby hair. If I did not mention, this one is 150% density, and also it is 20 inches in length. Now, obviously at 20 inches, it would look much longer if it was straighter texture, but because it is curly, it does give off maybe like a 16 or an 18 inch. Now I'm prepared to cut off the rest of the lace, and I really want to show you how well this one sits on the hairline as well as how well it blends. As you guys can see, it matches and it melts without even doing anything at all, which is definitely what you want. You want a quality wig that has a good texture of hair as well as a really great lace, and I think we got one with Nadula. Now I'm just going in and just pulling out all that excess hair. When you tweeze out the hairline, especially with curly hair, the hair that you remove kind of will get caught in your curls, so you want to make sure that you detangle and catch all of that excess hair that you have lost from shedding, or not from shedding but from tweezing out the hairline. Now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and install. I did use a non-glue adhesive, and I'll have it linked in the description box. I applied a good coat to the center and applied the lace on top. Because this one fits pretty well glueless, it just sits on top naturally and can air dry, but I am going to go ahead and do the same step on the sides. Both sides do not have ear tabs. I did choose to cut off any excess lace to kind of just make it easier for an everyday install. I feel like when I have sideburns, it definitely is a little bit more maintenance as far as keeping those things down. Now I'm going to take the melt belt they provided in the package and put it on top. Now if you want, you can put the melt belt on and just let it air dry naturally. I did go in and blow dry on a cool setting just to go ahead and help the process to speed up. I knew I was getting close to the end of the install and I wanted to make sure that it was completely dry before we went in, especially because we're going to use water to activate our curls. Next, let's go ahead and do this little technique I do where I just like it to look like very like micro baby hair, if you will. I just like a few sparse pieces just to kind of go super short in different directions, and this is going to help to camouflage that line of demarcation, aka the lace, without giving a super dense like baby hair vibe. This definitely is a game changer, especially up close and like in real life. I know that we can make things look great on the internet, especially with like pictures and filters and things, but this kind of just helps that, you know, that natural hairline, no baby hair look, because I don't care what nobody says. Whenever I see somebody with the lace on and no baby hair, I can clearly see the lace, whereas to me, baby hair kind of just helps it to not look so blunt, if you will. And again, I'm just doing this in different sparse pieces. It's not uniform, it's not thick, the pieces are not long, and of course I'm just using a little bit of edge control from BedeckBeauty.com to just swoop. Now let's take our water bottle, this also comes from BedeckBeauty.com, and just saturate the hair pretty nice with water. Also, I'm kind of like finger detangling to make sure I pull the curls apart and just make sure that the hair is nice and detangled. This is going to give me a great base for my cream product. For the cream product today, we are using Cantu. This is not the leave-in. This is actually like a curl cream. I'll have it linked in the description box. It's pretty affordable and it smells really good. And I'm just applying it generously throughout the hair because we are going in with a no part look at this point. I did opt to apply some generously to like the base of the hair as well as the ends, working it through and making sure the product definitely is evenly distributed. Now that it's in, I did go in with a wide tooth comb first. I do feel like with curly hair, even if it's not like a tangly texture, curly hair is just going to naturally give you tangles no matter what. So I did detangle with a wide tooth comb, and then I went in and clumped with the dimming brush. Now I'm going to set it off by tinting the lace. You guys can see how well the lace looks naturally, but I'm just going to kick it up a notch by adding a powder. This one is a foundation powder that is maybe like a shade darker than my complexion, and I'm just really working that in and making sure that everything melts and looks seamless as possible. And this is the look. I think this hair looks great wet as well as curly, so once it dries, it's going to give a lot more boom, but you know, chef's kiss, 10 out of 10. I love.
Okay, love bugs, so we are pretty much done with the look. So today I did opt for a no parting look, and whenever I do no parting, I do try to emphasize and make sure that the hairline looks as natural as I can get it. Now this isn't, again, the end all be all, so like later on today, if I decide, you know, I really want to go in and like tweeze it a little bit more, I will. It did come pre-plucked, but I did go ahead and you know, just customize it a little bit more, and I added the powder to the hairline. Let's see what it will look like as a center part. Oh wait, I actually do like it more as a center part. Let's switch it. Okay, so now we are done with the look. I thought I wanted a side part or like no part little flip over moment, but then I did go ahead and do a little center part moment, and I actually like that more. I'll go in and like redefine the curls a little bit more in just a moment, but we are loving this. Let me know if you prefer the center part or the no parting at all. This is the packaging, and of course you guys seen it was inside of a dust bag, so I'll show you the inside. They did include the melt belt, which we used for this one and I will continue to use for this one. It also came with a pack of wig caps and then a nice little goodie bag, and in here you have another wig cap. You have a pair of nice heavy lashes, another milk though, but this one is cheetah, so you'll have two. And then you also have a little kabuki brush right here. So I love that. And then the inside it says, don't quit, don't stop, don't give up, keep it moving. Love that, very inspirational. The color on this one is so beautiful. It's a nice switch up from the natural brown that we all love so much. Yet it still gives like a vibe, but it's also work safe. It's also like holiday safe, holiday pictures, fall safe, and so forth. I did opt for a no baby hair look, but you guys know when I do no baby hair, I do like to like cut like really tiny sparse pieces and kind of just use a little edge control to control like how they go. And it just up close, it kind of helps to camouflage that line of demarcation that is like the hairline, but also while like keeping it like forehead and no baby hair friendly. Hopefully that makes sense. Super nice. I love the length on this one. It's not too much or too overbearing, and again, when I'm done with it, I can just like flip it over and be good to go. Let me show you guys what she looks like from the back.
Daddy, I want to go pick up dinner.
Okay. And yeah, super duper cute. And as it dries, it'll get bigger. If you want it to be like super defined, again, go in with the Nairobi mousse and you'll get a little bit more of a curl and a hold. If you want it to dry and get bigger, do exactly what I did, and it'll give the definition, but it also will give like a more like natural fun look. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go so I can put on some pants and get to swim lessons. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.